Hello, this is David and welcome to episode number 25 of Make Me Proud, the YouTube series documenting my campaign to become a better sprint swimmer. And in this episode, I'm going to be conducting a technical analysis of my 100 meters freestyle from the Yorkshire Masters Long Course Championships back in May 2023. Now, for those of you that can remember, I came in with a time of 104.25 seconds, representing the quickest time that I've ever swum the event in a long course setting. However, despite that, there was a little bit of disappointment because way back towards the end of April 2023, so approximately 3 weeks prior, I swam a 101.88 in the 100 meters freestyle in a short course setting, and therefore I probably believe that I can swim a little bit faster in a long course setting because of that short course time that I set. And therefore we're going to be taking a look at this race to see what I could have done better. So if you would give this video a like, I would very much appreciate it, and if you would also subscribe to this channel to join in with me on this swimming adventure, I would absolutely love to have you along. But otherwise, without any further ado, let's dive right in to today's episode. So a reasonable dive means that I come out towards the middle of the pack out of the start of this race. And over the course of the first 25, my stroke's a little bit clunky and my stroke rate isn't all that high. However, over the course of the second 25, I really start to get into gear, pulling away from the rest of the competition, having increased my stroke rate and getting that smoothness just about right. However, that's a little bit of a detriment to me psychologically in this race because I've pulled so far away from my nearest competitor. It removes that psychological necessity for me to try my absolute best in this race, and therefore down the second length I start to take my foot off the gas slightly and cruise towards the finish, losing a little bit of discipline with both my stroke and breathing rate at the same time. However, nonetheless, come into the finish line with a time of 1:04.25. So a little bit of a different story there in comparison to some of my other events, where typically when I do these technical analyses, I'm always looking at my stroke and things from a physical perspective. However, in this race, I feel as though the reason for my poor time was more of a psychological one. This was my last event of the day. I was feeling a little bit tired, and similarly, I just pulled so far away from the rest of the field in this race. I lost that psychological necessity to really carry myself over and do my absolute best towards this race, meaning that I took my foot off the gas a little bit over the course of the final 50, and naturally over the course of the first 50 I probably wasn't quite as well drilled as I would have liked to have been. It took me a full 25 meters to really get into the swing of things and really get my stroke nice and smooth with that high stroke rate as well. So therefore a bit of a psychological one this time around, and something that I need to work on when it comes to future events when I'm feeling tired. Just remember, it's not about racing the rest of the field, it's about getting the time, doing my absolute best and progressing myself forward, and therefore really generating that necessity to really pull me through, especially over the course of the final 25 where things really start to hurt. Keeping that discipline with my stroke rate, body position, all that sort of thing, and really carrying myself into the finish with a best time. So I was really hoping to go a sub 104 there, maybe getting towards a low 103. And I think that's absolutely possible the next time I compete in a long course setting. I just need to ensure that I'm psychologically there and make sure that over the course of that final 25, I'm really pushing things forward in that sense. But nonetheless, it was a long course PB, smashing things by nearly 2 seconds, I think. I think my previous personal best was from British swimming Masters Nationals in Aberdeen last year, which was a 106.10, so a 104.25 is a significant improvement on that. And similarly, I beat my short course personal best back in November 2022, which was a low 104. I think it was roughly about a similar time there. So the fact that I've translated that short course time into long course time really means that my swimming is coming along nicely. So still have high hopes for the future. However, nonetheless, really need to stay switched on psychologically, and also as we go into Masters Nationals towards October this year. Only about 4 weeks left to go. 4 months left to go, rather. So now is the grunt time. Now is the time to really work hard, put in the effort, and ensure that I'm going in the best condition possible into the event. And fingers crossed, I will come out with that sub 60 time for the 100 meters freestyle. You know, I think it's going to be a close one, but I'm cautiously optimistic. So yeah, that is it for today's video. Thank you very much for watching. Just a reminder, if you've enjoyed it, please like the video, because it really helps me to get this series out there, and similarly to subscribe to this channel so that you are notified whenever I upload any new videos. But otherwise, once again, thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you again next time.